Welcome to the Natrad DIY Cooling Maintenance video series, where your most trusted specialists bring you essential advice in caring for your car. Today, we'll be providing you with tips for checking your car's water hose condition. Locate both the hoses that carry coolant between the radiator and the engine. One reason radiator hoses are overlooked during a routine car inspection is that the hoses can be difficult to reach. The upper radiator hose runs from the radiator to the motor. You can usually see most of this hose. The lower radiator hose is harder to find. To locate it, get underneath the car and look for a similar diameter hose leading from the radiator back to your engine. This is best done in an open, well-lit area after the engine has cooled down. Also consider that discovering a leaky hose could result in spilled coolant. Protective equipment such as gloves are a good idea. Once you've located each hose, look for signs of swelling or cracking, particularly near the clamps and on the vulnerable underside of the lower hose. Hoses should not be swollen or cracked, both of which could lead to a failure. Also, look for telltale signs of coolant leaks. You might find wet spots on the ground beneath the engine after the car has been parked. There could also be dried residue on the hose. A wet spot under the rear of the engine or damp carpet in the front footwells could indicate a damaged heater hose. Squeeze the radiator hoses, paying attention to areas where the hose bends. A radiator hose in good condition should feel firm but not hard. A radiator hose in poor condition will either feel very hard or spongy and soft. You may find a single soft spot as opposed to the entire hose being soft. A soft hose or a hose with a soft spot should be replaced. Finally, check the clamps that connect the hose ends to the radiator and the engine. They should be tight but not cutting into the hose. There are 3 different types of radiator hose connections. Gear clamps and wire clamps are typically made of stainless steel and wrap around the hose. You adjust these types of clamps with a screwdriver. Spring clamps are adjusted with a pair of hose clamp pliers. You can recognize these clamps because there is no screw keeping them tight. There you have it, your DIY home guide to checking your water hose condition. Remember, if there is anything you're uncertain about or wish to have checked by a professional, head to natrad.com.au to inquire about speaking to one of our specialists.